Hello, everybody. My name is Melvin, and I'm going to do a reading from my book. It's a supernatural horror story. I'm on chapter 8 at the moment. If you like this, like, comment, share, help me out. All right? All right, here we go. Chapter 8. Jacob is driving his car going down Route 26 in the direction that leads to Annapolis, Maryland. Nick is in the passenger seat navigating. Rebecca is watching the scenery until she notices Brittany begin to shake. You are all going to die tonight. Our master will deep fry your skin extra crispy and feed your bones to hellhounds. Brittany's voice is way deeper than it should be. Her eyes turn black. She has been possessed by a demon, Rebecca informs the guys who are sitting in the front seat. What should I do? Jacob looks in his middle mirror and looks upon Brittany. She seems normal to what he can tell. You would come back here so I can fuck your brains out, Brittany snickers. She also begins to suck on her right hand middle finger. Jacob, keep your eyes on the road and let my sister do her job. She knows what she's doing. Nick tries to get Jacob to focus. Brittany pulls a small knife out of her sock and stabs herself in the stomach. Instead of crying out in pain, she laughs hysterically. Now, why the hell did you do that? Rebecca asks. She has to stop the exorcism as she gets to the middle of the prayer. If you kick me out of this body, Brittany will die, the class beast demon snickers. How much time do we have until we get to the main headquarters? Rebecca asks Nick. Not soon enough. Jacob's going as fast as he can go without getting pulled over or getting into an accident, Nick explains. Ha ha, you bitch. You're going to have to put up with me until we get where we're going. The Class B demon is having a fun time toying with Rebecca. I've got an idea. Rebecca reaches into her back left jean pocket and pulls out her cell phone. What are you going to do? The Class B demon is not afraid, but she is worried. You'll find out in a couple minutes. If I can't send you back to hell yet, I'm going to make you wish you were. Rebecca calls her grandfather and talks to him for a couple minutes, but once she hangs up the phone, she knows exactly what to do with this grotesque Class B demon. She reaches inside her duffel bag and grabs a flask of holy water, uncorks the top, and splashes a little on her. Brittany screams out in pain. How much longer do we have, Nick? Jacob looks upon Brittany and does not think that she will make it. The demon that is inside of her is really putting her through some crazy stuff. At least 10 minutes. Let me make a call and get a medic on standby until we get there. That might buy us a couple minutes. Nick takes his phone out of his pocket and makes the call. I'm going to send this demon straight back to hell. Rebecca places her left hand upon Brittany's chest. If you can hear me in there, Brittany, I want you to hold on. She once again begins the exorcism. I can't wait to see you in hell, bitch. I'm going to tear your flesh right off your bones, just like I'm going to do with your fiancé. Brittany laughs in pain as the exorcism begins to work. You can push the pedal to the metal now, Jake. We're almost there and the demon is almost gone, Nick advises. No problem with that. Jacob's car goes from 65 to 85 miles an hour in 2 seconds. En route, black smoke slowly exits out of Brittany's nose and mouth and directly goes through the floor of the car. Brittany begins to quietly sob. You need to get us there now, Rebecca orders. She looks out of the passenger window and sees a medic out at the window about ready to open the door. But there is also a big problem. The building is being attacked by Class B demons, zombies, and surprisingly enough, vampires. I will take care of her just as long as you take out all of those supernatural beings that want us all dead. The medic places Brittany upon a stretcher and pushes her inside through one of the side entrances where there is not any supernatural beings to deal with. Alright, fellas, are you two ready to fight and kill? Rebecca gets out of the car with her sword and already out and ready to go. As ready as I'll ever be, Jacob exits the driver's side with his sword out and joins Rebecca in the fight. Is it just me, Or am I the only person who is worried that the vampires are working with the demons? Nick asks himself, but there is not anybody else inside the car to answer him. So he exits the passenger seat, takes out his sword, and begins to fight beside Rebecca and Jacob. They take out as many supernatural beings as they can. Jacob is not doing so well with his sword, so Nick goes over to him and helps him out. Jacob is happy that he has some help because he would be food for a couple of flesh-eating zombies. The guards that are standing in front of the main door do not last long either. A couple of zombies take them out and begin to feed upon their flesh like it's a Thanksgiving dinner. So Rebecca walks up to the front entrance and kills all 6 zombies as quickly as possible. Afterwards, all 3 of them take a sigh of relief. As of this moment, all the supernatural beings are killed. Being a field agent isn't as easy as I imagine it would be, Jacob remarks as he and Nick enter the building right behind Rebecca. It's very tiresome, but the benefits are out of this world. Nick resheathes his sword. They finally enter the building to see things all disorganized and trashed. There is not many office agents inside alive, and the ones that are alive are either grieving next to their lost loved ones or burning zombies and vampire corpses. Shall we go upstairs and talk to the boss? Rebecca asks. Nobody answers her, but she is not expecting anybody to anyways because it is a rhetorical question. So they all enter the headmaster's office with determination. Everything inside his office is exactly where it belongs. I guess the supernatural did not get into here, huh? Nick asks sarcastically. They did not. Even if they did, I would have killed them all. I might have taught you both, my dearest grandchildren, but I didn't teach you everything. The headmaster turns his spinning chair around so he can look at his 2 grandchildren while he talks to them. And who do we have here? He stares down Jacob so badly then he could almost see into the young boy's soul. This is Jacob Whitmore. He is the person that you told me to meet once I got into the Sykesville apartments, Jacob explains. Same here, Rebecca adds. I must be getting really old. The headmaster stands up out of his leather chair and grabs something out of the file cabinet, which is right to the left of his desk. The last name Whitmore rang a bell in my ancient mind, and I did a little digging while you were in Sykesville. He hands Rebecca a yellow folder with the words Top Secret written in bold, black ink on its front. And what did you find? Nick stands behind his sister so he can get a glimpse of what she is holding and reading. Not much, because most of the missions that Mr. Whitmore and his team handled for us is very top secret. So much so that the Angel Society will not let me have the information, and that makes me wonder. What do you mean, did for us? Who exactly was he in this secret organization? Jacob finally speaks up. All I can tell you right now is that he was a specialized field agent. Specialized? He only did jobs that were dangerous and very revealing into the supernatural world. Some of these kinds of missions put people into the asylum. Nick yawns and stretches. These missions that your father went on, Jacob, they were dark missions. It was like he was suicidal or something. Some of these missions nobody in their right mind would take. Rebecca reads off the folder that her grandfather handed to her. Well, people, I'm beat, so I'm going to go to sleep. Nick informs the group. All right, baby brother. We will see you when you wake up. Oh, and Nick, I might as well tell you now, but you have a lady friend in your room waiting on you. Shannon's here? Nick almost skips out of the headmaster's office. After the day he has had, his girlfriend will definitely put a smile on his face and make things feel a little better for him. So Nick walks into his small bedroom and sees that she is already in his bed. She is awake and comfortable. What's up, hon? Shannon asks. I'm tired. I have had a long couple of days. I'm ready to go to sleep. Other than that, I'm happy to see you. He passionately kisses her upon her lips for about a minute. How are you doing, by the way? She asks, still tasting his kiss after they are finished. Nick takes off his clothes besides his underwear and lies down next to Shannon under the covers. Just waiting for the day that you would come here to see me. Now that you are here, we can sleep together. She kisses him upon his lips again, and then they both go to sleep together, holding one another in each other's arms. Nick wakes up not knowing where he is. He knows that he is in a library because he sees nothing but books on shelves everywhere. The shelves went up so high he could not even see to the top. But he does see the librarian sitting at her desk, which seems like a mile away. The one thing that disturbs him the most is the guards standing to the left of the desk and the two dark guards standing on each side of the door. Neither of these guards has any skin, muscle, or anything else. All three of them are skeletons. Right at that moment, he knows exactly where he is. Hell's Library. What the hell am I doing here? I must be dreaming, Nick whispers. He quietly walks through one of the long aisles. He grabs one of the books and opens it. The book itself screams very loudly in agony. It echoes throughout the library and grabs the attention of all four guards. The two standing on each of the librarian's desk, and the two guards standing on each side of the humongous door that Nick did not see when he first entered the realm of the evil dead. So knowing that every supernatural being knows that he is there, Nick quietly walks into another aisle and grabs three books that seem to be the most interesting to him and are at arm's length. After he places his three books underneath his left arm, he walks back to the spot where he entered, and he is hoping that he would just wake up from this so-called nightmare. But nothing happens. So he's thought about leaving as easy as he got there, is shot out of the window. What am I going to do now? I can't stay in this dimension much longer because if I do, my soul will be taken by these skeleton guards, or they will call on some Class B demon, and if that happens, I'm totally screwed. Especially without any weapons to defend myself with. Nick is stumped, but it did not matter because all four guards is now surrounding him with their swords, out in attack position, ready to strike. Would you guys hold on a minute? I have something I want to show you before you kill me. He reaches into his back pocket with his right hand and feels a lighter, so he takes it out and lights it ablaze. But the guards were not scared or bothered at all by the fire. Go figure that. Nick's only weapon at this specific moment has to be something that every supernatural being in hell welcomes. So his only thought in his mind is use it on himself. Since he cannot use it against his enemies, maybe the fire will cause him enough pain that he will wake up from this horrible dream once and for all. He just hopes that he can bring the three books that he still has underneath his left arm with him. If he can, that will definitely help him and his team out in this very difficult mission. I will see you bitches another time. He strikes his lighter ablaze, places the flame underneath his left wrist, and screams out in agonizing pain. Usually he does not feel so much pain from lighting a little bit of his skin on fire. But this time it's like somebody is sawing off his hand very slowly. Maybe because he is in hell, things are completely different. Either way, the last thing he sees are four sword blades swinging in his direction. His eyes once again open in his own realm as he sees the ceiling of his bedroom inside the headquarters of the Protectors of Earth. He feels a huge sigh of relief. He wraps his arm around Shannon's stomach and realizes that something is terribly wrong with her. He pulls out his arm and takes a look at his hand and realizes that there is blood everywhere. So he drags the quilt off of both of them, realizing that there is a sword cut from her throat to her navel. Oh my God, Shannon! He screams very loudly. He could not believe that his girlfriend got killed in her dream. He looks upon his wrist and sees that there is a gash where he burned it to escape his nightmare. So he looks everywhere in his bedroom for the three books. If he does find them, at least this trip downstairs and losing his girlfriend would not have been for nothing. So he gets out of his bed and begins looking for what he stole. Are you okay, Nick? I heard you screaming. Rebecca enters the bedroom uninvited. I'm fine, but Shannon has been murdered. What? How? She walks over towards Shannon's side of the bed and takes a look. Holy shit, Nick. Did she die in her sleep? Actually, yes, she did. I also brought back 3 books from the library in hell. Did you? If you find them and hand them to me, I can take them to the headmaster. He can translate them for us, and we will be one step closer in defeating Balthazar and locking him in hell permanently. Don't you think I know that? What do you think I'm looking for? If we can find them books, Shan's death will not be for nothing. He gets to the foot of the bed, on his hands and knees, and he finds the books lying right underneath. They must have fallen under there when he pulled the blanket off the bed. Good thing that you found them. Now let's go show them to the headmaster and see what he has to say about them. If anybody can make sense of these books and make them helpful, it's him. Rebecca exits the bedroom door. Don't you think that I know that? Why do you think I brought them with me? Believe me, it was not easy bringing them from the other dimension. Nick follows his sister out the door. They are now one step closer in defeating their new powerful enemy. Matter of fact, they both put money on it that once Balthazar realizes what has happened, he will not be pleased. He will probably send everything he has against them out of hatred, so he can retrieve the 3 books before the agents can use them against him. Alright, everybody, it's chapter 8. Like I said, if you see it, like it, comment, share it, help me out here. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks.